Evor. Homeworld. Evor. A humid swamp world known for its acid rains and bizarre acid-resistant fauna and flora. Evor live in termite-like hives, multiple spires created from whatever they could gather. Physical characteristics. Type. Mutant. Height. Around 1.8 meters. Weight. 80 kilograms. Coloration. Brown. Diet. Omnivore. Senses. Good sense of smell. Forms of communication. Vocal and pheromones. Reproduction. Eggs. Incubation 4 months. Lifespan. Depending on caste. Workers 30 years. Warriors 35 years. Prince and princesses 70 years. Queens 120 years. Maturity 8 years. Special traits. Evor are similarly to Shalt artificially created species. Most likely modified humans or insectoid xenos modified with human DNA. At this point it's impossible to tell the difference. They are split into 4 castes: workers, warriors, prince and princesses, and queens. Evor use both vocal language as well as pheromones to communicate. They have both endoskeleton in form of human-like bones and exoskeleton in form of chitin-like plates covering their body. This makes Evor incredibly resilient to environmental hazards, however they are relatively weak to physical damage. Evors can easily recover from losing a limb, as their wounds close quickly. Evor have incredible resistance to acids and toxins. They are agile and have ability to climb near flat surfaces. Psychological characteristic. Evor are very communal and very collectivist people. They follow the queen without question and do everything that would lead to prosperity of the hive. They are very obedient, almost drone-like in nature. They are completing tasks given to them even if it costs them limbs or lives. With enough bodies, any problem can be solved. Workers are incredibly single-minded and lack almost any form of creativity or initiative. They do as they are instructed, without a word of protests. Warriors are more aggressive and can take initiative. They are also extremely protective of the hive. Princes and princesses are the most intelligent members of the hive. They are eyes, ears, and mouth of a queen, directing workers and warriors as well as interacting with outsiders. They take role of commanders, engineers, and diplomats. Princes are responsible for impregnating the queen, while princesses can be used to replace the queen or establish a new hive. Queen is the most intelligent member of a hive, although she interacts little with outside world, almost entirely focused on creating offspring. She gives general orders and voices her desires for the hive. It's role of princes and princesses to make those dreams become real. Evor have little in terms of culture and seem to treat lives of anyone below the caste of prince or princess as very expendable. There are situations where members of the hive resist controlling pheromones of the queen. Those Evor are known as hiveless, as they are banished from and shunned by other members of the race. Many of those die of loneliness and lack of direction. Some, however, show strange change, where without queen's pheromones, they become more intelligent, independent, and proactive. Many hiveless carry this title with pride, working alone or in company of other species. Many becoming mercenaries, known as Ronin, in the Keshi cluster. History. Evor are most likely another creation of the first Keshi Empire. When Shalt were most likely created to be Empire's shock troops and elite forces, Evor were made to be Empire's workforce and cannon fodder. Their resilience to toxins point to intentional modifications aimed for Evor to work in extremely hostile factory environment, where their hard work would poison worlds they call home. Their strange fragility can also be explained. Evor can easily lose limbs, while not suffering significant mental trauma. Perfect way to ensure that Empire's workforce would be given simplistic prosthetics, making Evor into something step above servitors. In the unknown cataclysm that shattered the First Empire, Evor managed to secure few worlds, not surprising as they were made to be Empire's main labor force. However, with other factions in the cluster possessing higher technological level or greater strength, Evor ended up as punching bag of the cluster. They weren't outright conquered because of their numbers, but Evor's slaves were common sight throughout the cluster. What is interesting is that while overall military technology of Evor hives was around late medieval period, they did have engines that used biofuel to help with their production and economy. When they made contact with the coalition, they had 3 worlds under direct control, with another 5 having clear presence of Evor hives. Joining the coalition. 6804 Era of Unity, 453rd year Millennium 41. After Coalition managed to convince Shalt Kingdom to join them, one of the major foes of the Hives had been subdued. Hives saw Coalition and the Tau as the best way to prevail and survive in the cruel reality of Keshi Cluster. Status in the Coalition. Puppet of the Tau Empire. Similarly to the Shalt, Evor became a puppet of the Tau, security and protection of the coalition in exchange for their subservience. Hives don't seem to mind. They are far more prosperous now than when they were surrounded by all sides by enemies. Government. Hive Alliance. Each hive and queen is autonomous, and it's a queen that makes the decisions. However, since joining the coalition, they aim to support their new masters and protectors. Role within the coalition. Evor are another source of cheap labor for the coalition and good alternative to far more dangerous Moralian hives. Evor are efficient and resilient to harsh environments, which makes them great workers on worlds which are in the process of terraformation. Evor will care little for harsh weather as they work. They are good in mining and providing goods for the coalition and can accomplish simple tasks in factory setting. Evor are popular workers in earth-cast factories and are seen as good and obedient workers. Their princes and princesses are also proven to be quite intelligent, which gives them chance to work among proper engineers. Evor military forces are rare to be deployed. While dedicated and ready to die for a cause, they are also quite fragile and are almost helpless without presence of prince to command them. Few ever become part of proper military. Most are part of a given planet self-defense forces. In few cases where Evor are deployed in proper military engagement, they are almost always used in stalling tactics where their lives are exchanged for time.